Hey guys, it's it's girl Alexis. My next YouTube video is going to be about how to come out to your parents that you're transgender, and also friends and family. And I'm basically going to also talk about how I came out as transgender to my family, their reactions, um, and also to my friends and being at school and stuff as trans. Okay, so how I came out as trans myself, it was on the 19th of October in 2009. It was at 10:30 in the evening, and basically I was watching this program about little children in America. Don't remember um what it was all about. Just yeah, there was like 7-year-olds and 6-year-olds and 8-year-old kids um living their lives as the people that they should be, which is trans women and trans men. And that really inspired me that kids younger than me are living their lives as the way they wanted it to be. And I wasn't. I was just living a grumpy, depressing, suicidal boy life that sucked ass. Um, I had no friends at that point anyway, so it wasn't like I cared that I'd lose friends and stuff. So I kind of was like, you know what, if these bitches can fucking tell their family at 6, 7 years old that they want to be women, and that they hate their genital, etc., and that actually they're just trans, then I could. So halfway through that program, I decided to go. My mum was in the lounge with my dad, watching TV, and I was like, "Mum, I need to speak to you. Um, on your own, can I talk to you? I need to tell you something." And immediately my mum thinks, gay, 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 gay. I'm going to admit to being gay and shit like that. But no, she was so wrong. So yeah, I go into her room. I've never shook so much in my life. I literally froze in fear, and it took me a while to tell her. But um, I basically made her guess. Actually, I was just like, I need to tell you something, but what do you reckon it could be?" To see if she already knew. But she was like, "You're dying. You've got cancer. You're gay." Um, Something serious like that. That's what she gasped. And I was like, "No, mum, you want to?" And no, she did say, Do you want to be a woman?" And then I like kind of froze. Um, and I was like, basically, yeah, I'm transgender. My mum was like, "Okay, what does that mean?" She had no idea what being trans meant, or transgender, or transsexual. She'd only heard of transvestite. Um, but my mum, she gave me a huge ass hug. She was like, "I'll support you," and stuff like that. But yeah, so that was me coming out to my mum. I was just like, "You know what, mum, this is how it is. Um, I'm really scared that you won't support me or love me, and that I don't want to ruin our family and stuff like that." And yeah, so I came and spoke to them, my mum, sorry, on her own, and yeah, she was like, "That's fine. You be who you want to be," and stuff like that. So she accepted me. Um, and my dad didn't know, he was still in the lounge at the time. And my mum goes, "Do you want me to tell your dad?" And I basically was like, I walked into the lounge with my mum, and she told him, and he kind of just sat there really, and he was quite shocked. And um, about a year later, um, things started deteriorating between me and my dad. Our relationship kind of grew apart, I guess. Um, and yeah, so things just, I think my dad had a real hard time accepting the fact that he'd lost his only son and he's gained 3 daughters. Um, because I was literally his only son, so that's kind of, I can understand his point of view, but um, we didn't get on at all. We clashed so much. I went into care when I was 15, um, due to this. Basically, my dad and my mum kind of needed me away because they needed their thinking space. They needed time to grieve over the loss of their son, which was fine and stuff. But which worked out fine because me going into care gave them that thinking space, that grieving time, and now they accept me fully, and I couldn't ask for any better really, because yeah, they accept me as their daughter now. I'm Alexis, their their daughter, which is positive. But that doesn't mean that every parent will accept you. Again, my dad didn't at first. I went into care and all that rubbish. But now they do, so that's positive. But some parents are. I came from a religious family at first, and the religion was, oh, being gay, being trans is wrong and stuff like that. So they had those. Some parents have that thoughts in their mind forever, but luckily mine don't, obviously. But some parents do, and they kind of put the Bible and religion and before their child. But what you need to tell your family, because a lot of the time parents blame themselves for their child being trans, when actually you can't choose what goes on in the womb and stuff like that. It's a fact of life. It's no one's fault. You've just got to embrace it and be yourself and support your child and respect them for who they are, not what they are. And also, parents need to realize if they've got a transgender child, that we're still the child, the same child. We may look different, we may sound different, we may act different to how they perceived us to be, but we're still their child. So if your child's gay, respect them. You may not agree with their decision to be who they want to be, but just respect them and support them as much as you can, because they're suffering. People that have transgender, especially when you're a teenager and or a child, all these hormones and stuff attacking you, and it gets hard. They need their parents. I needed my parents. Because when you start transitioning physically and emotionally, and you're still at school and stuff, and the bullying starts kicking in, it gets hard, and you really need your family there. But again, some of my family accept me, some of them don't. That's cool. I don't want to burden anyone. They just need to realize that I'm still the same person. I may have a different name. I may look different. I may have a different genital now, almost. But I'm still their brother, their sister, or whatever. I'm still their sibling. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not their brother. I'm their sibling. Um, if you want to come out to your parents, my advice to you to tell them that I this is not a lifestyle choice. I have a medical condition called gender dysphoria. Get them to research on this. Tell them the facts about gender dysphoria. Tell them the facts about suicide. But I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't put all your burden and your condition and all that on them, because it's hard for them. But yeah, no, I think coming out to your parents is one of the hardest things you have to do. Um, but hiding away and stuff like that, um, you're just going to suffer, and you don't deserve to suffer. You deserve to be happy. And if your parents don't want you to be happy, then that goes to show what kind of a parent they are. Yeah, so what if if they don't understand what being trans is? So what if they don't accept you? But as long as they're respecting you, they're there for you, then everything should be okay. But if they're not going to be there for you, and they're not going to respect you, and they're not going to support you as much as you deserve and need, then they don't have a right to call themselves parents, because that's what a parent should do. They should respect, understand, well, not even understand, just respect and support their child. Like, that's all. But coming out to your parents, yeah, just say that it's no one's fault. They may start crying, break down. Don't panic. Just say to them that everything will be okay. I just need to do this one thing, transition, and this will make me happy. I'm really sorry about that I'm upsetting you. this is who I am. I don't choose to be like this. This is a medical condition. Um, and basically, yeah, and that this is no one's fault. You can't plan this out. It just happens at birth. Um, but just remember, if your parents don't accept you and they throw you out and shit like that, that you're not alone. You have all the support you need. You just got to go and be determined, okay? And don't give up. That's my little message, okay? Coming out, like I say, is the hardest thing ever to do. It was one of the hardest, probably more hard than almost being killed. Like, I found telling my parents that I'm trans harder than, like, a guy coming at me with a knife. That's how hard it was. Um, but at the end of it, it's always worth it. Um, and just be happy. And just don't pressure your parents into accepting you straight away. Give them time, and if your family, other family, don't accept you, that's fine. You like if there's a saying, you only need one real friend. As long as you've got one real friend, you'll be okay, or whatever the saying is. You'll be alright. As long as you've got your parents, or one parent, or one friend, one family member, you'll be alright. Okay. I hope this helps. Go to my Facebook page, Alexis Star fan page. Subscribe me, share my videos, um, if you haven't already. And also, a guy wanted me to shout out his page on Facebook. It's called DJ Cosser, DJ, and then Cosser. And could you like his page for me? Thank you. Um, my boyfriend wanted me to kind of in the future do a video about a video blog about being in a relationship with a transgender woman. What's it like? Um, the pros and cons of being with a transsexual woman, or even a woman when I'm physically a woman, like once I've had my surgery. Um, and his perspective on it and stuff like that. If you have any questions or anything you want me to talk about, just post a comment. Okay, thank you. Bye.